I'm Daniel Andrews, owner and creator of Andrewsfootball.com, and here I am at beautiful Las Vegas at the Westgate Casino. I was trying to get a view of the Strip, but due to lighting concerns, I wasn't able to do that, but looking at me is much better than looking at the Las Vegas Strip, and me is what's important. Just a little joke there. I told you I was going to make a video on investments I made in the NFL, and I went down to the sports book and I made the following investments. I have the Kansas City Chiefs and Tennessee Titans, both over 9. I have both of the teams making the playoffs and both the teams winning the division. Total of 6 different investments. The next investment I have is the New York Giants over 8.5. I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers also over 8.5. I have the Denver Broncos over 8. And I have the Raiders under 9.5. And I also have another bet on the Raiders not making the playoffs. Now, if you've been following me on Andrewsfootball.com, you may have noticed a few omissions. First omission I have is Cleveland. The reason why, they're currently at 4.5, but there's been heavy action on the over. I'm going to wait and see if that number pops up to 5. If you've been following my videos, the New York Jets went from just this preseason alone to 4.5 to 4. Now they're all the way down to 3.5. So at 3.5, from 4.5, that happened due to heavy betting on the under, and it dropped the whole game. Cleveland's been a steady 4.5. I really think that with the heavy action, because the largest number right now in the over-unders is, except for the Jets, Cleveland Browns over 4.5. I think it could jump up to 5. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to hold out. I got some time. And the other omission is the Dallas Cowboys. Since the Ezekiel Elliott suspension has been ruled that it will last the full 6 games. The bets are not really in my favor for the under and for them not to make the playoffs. That could change. There's a chance that that number may drop down to 9, but action's been kind of on both ends. Currently, it's just not a good investment. Basically, if I remember correctly, $100 would net me almost 50. To not make the playoffs, and then the under was also not really solid. This could change, but right now I don't have any action on Dallas. My next part of my video is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs New England Patriots game that's going to happen tomorrow. How to properly bet this game? Well, first of all, I already have action on the Kansas City Chiefs +9. It's a large number. I'm very surprised the number got up to 9. It started off at 7, jumped all the way to 9. People love New England. If you have the Westgate Sports app like I do, or you're just in Las Vegas here at the Westgate Casino or another casino, you can do something called in-game betting. And what that is that you can bet on things that happen in the first quarter and the second quarter. And basically, I'm going to give you a rundown on how this game is going to go. Like I said before, I think the game's going to be under 9. But what I see happening is one of these teams getting out to an early lead. I think this is going to be over a double-digit margin by the end of the first half. I think one of these teams is going to have a special teams touchdown, maybe a pick 6, a strip sack fumble. Something's going to happen. I think the score is going to be somewhere around 17-7, maybe 14-3, 21-10. I think it's going to be a double-digit margin. So here's how to properly bet the game. One of these teams is going to jump out to an early lead. Then that lead's going to be cut in half. Now, if I'm wrong on the first prediction, I could be wrong on the second prediction. But if it's a large early lead, that lead will shorten. These are 2 playoff teams. These are 2 veteran coaches. You're not going to see one team blow out the other team. Can it happen? Sure. Anything can happen in the NFL. I predict that this will be a double-digit lead in the first half. Then you're going to see that lead close in the second half. Now, if Kansas City gets the early lead, more than likely they're going to play conservative as in their game plan. New England's got too explosive of an offense, so this would almost be a lock if Kansas City gets a double-digit lead going in halftime. Now, if New England gets a double-digit lead, even though I am a huge Chiefs fan, season ticket holder since '89, Tom Brady's a better quarterback than Alex Smith. I know that, you know that. Watch the playoff game. Watch how well Alex Smith played. A lot of people want to talk about the New England Patriots and the great defense or not a great defense or a good defense. Not a great defense, and they have some new players on that defense. This is a defense that are going to give up plays. They're going to allow Kansas City to move the ball. So I fully expect Kansas City to be able to make some plays in the passing game. I fully expect them to be able to score. The over-under, if I'm correct, is 48.5. It's too high of a number. I don't like the number. So I would avoid betting the over-under, my personal preference. But if New England jumps out to a large lead, I do see Kansas City coming back. I think this game's going to be within a touchdown, 27-21, something along those lines. Now, since I'm in Las Vegas, and if you download the Westgate Sports app, you can do the same thing. Or if you're at another casino, there are prop bets, and prop bets are going to be different, but more than likely they're going to be very similar. There's two prop bets that really stand out to me as very solid bets. One's a little surprise, and one's probably not. But the two prop bets I am going to invest on is Alex Smith over 229.5 passing yards, and you're going to say, Dan, Alex Smith over 225.5, that's a huge number. Why would I bet that? Because Kansas City's going to throw the football. Two reasons why I think this is going to work. Number one, the injury to Spencer Ware. You have their primary running back going down in preseason. So who's going to replace him? Your replacement is a rookie running back plus C.J. Spiller, who got cut and then re-signed with the team. Andy Reid's not going to go ahead and trust a rookie running back with 30, 40 carries. That's not going to happen. Andy Reid runs the ball to set up the pass. Andy Reid wants to throw the ball. And Kelsey was a guy who was effective. The Chiefs have big physical receivers, even though they're young. I really think that this is going to be a game Alex Smith gets a lot of yards. Would I bet Alex Smith to go over 300? Probably not, but I think he's going to be around 250, 275. Maybe he hits 300. I think he's over 250. I would feel solid saying Alex Smith is over 250 this game. I think even though you're going to see a lot of dime formation, you're going to almost dare Kansas City to run the ball. I think you're going to see some really good opportunities for Kansas City to throw the ball. I think you're going to see some really good opportunities for Alex Smith to make some plays. The second NFL prop bet I want to make is Rob Gronkowski, 71.5 receiving yards. Now, that's kind of a big number, but not for Rob Gronkowski. And if you haven't been paying attention to Chiefs football, you have Derek Johnson. He's the Chiefs' starting middle linebacker. He's coming back from an Achilles injury. He's the guy who's going to be in charge of kind of containing him. The Chiefs are going to bracket him. But Gronkowski, healthy with the Edelman injury, 71.5 is a large number, but I think he makes that pretty comfortably. I really expect him to get over 80 yards. So I'm going to have another video when I talk about Week 1 predictions. I'm still out here for another couple days, so I got lots of opportunities to get in lots of trouble. So I'm going to get off of here. Thanks again for watching my videos. Please like and subscribe. And if you know somebody who's a football fan and can use some good advice or just wants to hear somebody talk about the NFL, please send them to my page, Andrewsfootball.com, and my YouTube channel, Andrews Football.